Good morning. Hello to all of my clarinet students and my one alto sax student. Very nice to see you all. Today we are going to go over some of the things that we've been talking about in the last week or so. We'll start by reviewing our air. How do we get nice, comfortable air into our body and comfortable air out of our body? We have two exercises we've talked about. First one, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Let's try that nice and slowly, just breathing in. Try to fill up all the space in your body. Then we have exercise 2. We fill up all the space, and then we hold our breath for a few seconds. Then we let all that air go. Before you go to play, take 1 or 2 minutes. Use those exercises to warm up your air, to warm up your lungs, so you're going to be all good to go to play. Now, our next order of business, we have here our ligature, our mouthpiece, and our reed. Our clarinet reeds are going to be black. Mine is tan, just so you can see it a little bit easier against the mouthpiece. So first step, with our reed, we're just gonna pop that into our mouth while we set up our instrument, so that when we're done setting up, it'll be ready to go. You can just pull it out, put it on our mouthpiece, and it will be very ready to go and start playing. If we do not do that, and we just put our dry reed on the mouthpiece, it'll be very difficult to play your instrument. So always remember, first thing, pop that in there, get it nice and hydrated so it'll be ready to go. So for our ligature, mouthpiece, and clarinet, we're going to find the flat side of our mouthpiece, set the reed on the flat side of our mouthpiece. You can use your thumb to hold the two together so that it doesn't slip around. Then your other hand can come in and can control it side to side. You can make tiny adjustments to make sure your reed is all nice and lined up. You can move it up and down with the thumb, side to side with the fingers. And what we're looking for as you adjust this is that from the front, it is nice and symmetrical. It's not way off to one side. It is right in the middle of the mouthpiece. Right in the middle. Then when we turn it sideways, this is a little difficult to see on camera, but we're looking for the top of our reed and the top of the mouthpiece. We're trying to have them both be right at the same place, nice and even, so that the mouthpiece is not super below the reed like that. That will make it very difficult to play, and that the mouthpiece isn't way above the reed like that, which will also be very hard to play with. Once they are nice and even, right up against each other, keep your thumb on the reed, and we can slide on our ligature. Just like that. And then there's this little divider in the middle of our ligature that is going to go right over our reed, right in the middle, not off to the side like this. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Going to put that right in the middle. That'll give us our best sound. Then just 2 fingers. We're going to tighten up this ligature until the screw stops. Just 2 fingers. And there we go. And this reed, this ligature, this mouthpiece are all together and they're ready to play. Let's go over our embouchure, our face muscles, so that we can get our best clarinet sound. So thinking back to our steps, we start with our chapstick lip, nice pulled tight against our chin, just like you're putting on chapstick. That's our first step. Then our next step is going to be our corners, the corners of our mouth. We're just going to move them in toward each other like we're trying to smash our mouthpiece together. Let's try those 2 steps. Chapstick lip. You can go ahead and set your mouthpiece in right now. And then crushing in with those corners, trying to smush the mouthpiece. Chapstick lip, set your mouthpiece, crush it. And practice that a few times before you put your whole instrument together, going through your steps, and really building up the strength in our corners. That will happen over time, I promise. But as we get stronger in the corners of our mouth, the better sound we'll have on our clarinet. So if you have a mirror or a cell phone camera, it can be very helpful to look at what our faces are doing. Is my lip getting flat when I go to pull it? And when I push my corners in, are they really closing in as much as they can? So mirrors, cell phone cameras, very helpful. That is all I have for you right now. I will see my clarinets and saxophones on Thursday. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.